All right, we're live. Welcome, everybody. This is the pilot episode of the Trophy Wife podcast. And my first guest is the wonderful, the amazing, the person who has been there for me and changed my life, and also those of hundreds of thousands, probably millions of people, and founder of Access Consciousness, Gary Douglas. So thank you so much for being here, Gary.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Okay, I'm going to move this table a little closer to me.
Okay. You can be close. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good.
How's that?
Now we're
Yeah, I
equal
like that better.
size. You were smaller and now we're equal.
Yes, because I didn't like being diminutive next to you.
Yeah. So Gary, I decided I wanted to start this podcast because it made me laugh whenever I thought about it. And Trophy Wife is something that it's a limitation, it's a gift, it's
Why is the limitation?
Something.
Why is it a limitation?
Well, it's a limitation when it's the only thing you're willing to be.
Oh, but the thing is, can a trophy wife just be a trophy wife?
Yeah.
No.
Can you say more about that?
Yeah. It's like being a trophy wife means that it's all about your looks and about the fact that you don't do anything.
Right.
Can you really not do anything?
No.
No, because it's like, first of all, you'd be bored.
Yeah.
And the one thing I know about you is you don't like being bored.
No, I'm not good at it.
If you get bored, you do trauma and drama.
I go crazy.
And that's what trophy wives do. If they are bored with what they're doing, they go into trauma and drama to make up for it.
Huh.
To make their lives interesting.
Cool.
So being a trophy wife means you know that you are the valuable subject in your husband's reality.
All right.
You got to have that place where you realize, okay, what's valuable about me to my husband? The fact that I'm 20 years younger than he is, that his oldest son and I are the same age, that
he's here, he's laughing.
I know. And the fact that that he gets to be seen with a beautiful young woman on his arm. It's like
he says that's not why I chose her.
Oh, you chose her so you could grow old together, huh?
It was the boobies. The boobies.
That's what I mean, a trophy wife.
That's so good.
Yeah. Wow. It's like you got her because it made you feel good and look good.
I like that's why I was bought.
Yeah. But then he doesn't want to pay for you. Wow. You always have to pay for your trophy wife. She costs you something no matter what.
Oh. Sorry, I didn't think this was going to be so direct at the beginning. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, so
I'm always direct, Julia. You should know that by now.
I know. Okay, so, all right. So, when you helped me to see this, you invited me to receive more.
Yes, because unless you're willing to receive as a trophy wife, and the problem is most people who marry someone to be a trophy wife then want them not to receive and not to have to give to them all the time. Like Anthony does. He tries not to give to you all the time.
That's not true. He's pretty generous.
Okay. I know. I'm giving you shit because I want you to say what's true.
Awesome.
See, the thing is, you've got to look at what's really true. I mean, I know one lady who touts herself as a trophy wife because her husband is almost twice her age. Well, that's a definite trophy wife. If your significant other is half your age, then you are the valuable product, quote unquote. You're the money source. And your loved one is your trophy wife. But she loves her husband totally, and she has a great time with him, and they have good times together, and she has her children with him and all that kind of stuff. So she's more than a trophy wife. She's a true wife as well. Now, a trophy wife can have all the appurtenances of, it's like, and you can use it to your advantage. Like, okay, well, honey, I need a new dress because I'm looking poor these days.
Nice.
And I want to look good for you. I want to make you look good by all the things you buy me.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah. And it's like, if you do your life to make him look better, then he's going to do his life to make you look better.
Wow. That's really sweet. That's a new one for me.
Yeah, because trophy wife is not about how you take or how you do bad things or whatever. Trophy wife is how you are a contribution and they are a contribution to you.
Wow. That's so lovely.
It
Totally.
is. And trophy wives are oftentimes very lovely people. And the first wives weren't that nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, the media portrays it so differently, but you've seen
Well, I've
what's actually
seen
out there.
real life. I've
Yeah.
seen real life. And what I've noticed in real life is like I knew people who were married to people who were just mean as hell to them, and they were good-looking guys who were told that they were ugly every day.
Yeah.
Then they got a new wife who was about 20 years younger, and she was just grateful to have him because he was willing to be nice to her. Where the younger guys weren't willing to be nice because they have to push girls away because there's too many of them. Not. Okay. Now, realistically speaking, to have a trophy wife is a more adept point of view than not. Young girls can always go get older guys, okay? Young guys there's too many of them for the number of girls that are available in your age category.
That's absolutely true if I look at the people I grew up with and
Yeah.
think about it. Yeah.
There were more boys in your generation than there were girls, whereas previous generations there were more girls than there were boys. And it's like, and so when an older guy and the younger girl can go for money. Now there are trophy wives who go just for the money, and they are not necessarily nice to their husbands, and they're not necessarily kind to their husband. But if you want to be a trophy wife, you got to learn to be nice and you got to learn to be kind.
Yeah.
Because a trophy wife will get anything she wants if she's nice and kind, but she won't if she's mean or nasty.
Yeah.
I've seen the mean and nasty ones, and they're not nice, and they're not a trophy. They're an anchor around the guy's neck.
Yeah. I once heard a joke about trophy wife. He's like, if this is my trophy, I must have won last place.
Yeah, I lost the race.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Ooh. So for me, like choosing to resist this. I mean, I remember when I first heard about trophy wife, I was maybe 10 or 11 and I was watching TV and it was a really, like almost like a Kardashian looking Playboy bunny looking lady and then an older man and she was his trophy wife. And I remember going, "Ooh, I will never ever be a trophy wife."
And here you are, a trophy wife.
Exactly.
With this ugly old man that you have.
No.
You should show a picture of him at this point.
We do. Do we have a slideshow of Anthony? I think most people know who Anthony is. We'll put a picture in the comments.
Well, but you don't know that because you don't know whether people are going to, be on this. How to be a trophy wife sounds like you're teaching people how to be one. Well, I'm trying to teach you how to be a trophy, even if you're not younger.
That's beautiful. Can you talk more about it?
Yeah, it's like if you're kind and you're nice to the people you're with, they're going to love you more than they can. because they want and need kindness and niceness. And most relationships don't have that.
No.
You know, it's like I had a friend whose wife she didn't like what he did. She didn't like what he wanted to do. She didn't think that he was valuable. And she just thought that she knew everything and he knew nothing.
Yeah.
That's not a trophy wife.
No.
Trophy wife will ask her husband what he knows. A trophy wife will support him in what he does. A trophy wife will see him as valuable, no matter what age.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I just love the way that you take things that are wrong
Whoa.
and judged, and you go, what else is possible? Let's do a totally different thing with this.
Well, let's do what is really possible and see what else is possible. My youngest daughter did not like me dating younger women. And she would say, no, you can't marry her. I don't like her. I go, why? Because she's just after your money, Dad. Or she's just after Dane, Dad. And I had women who came to me because they knew Dane would hurt them. You're not interested in me. You're interested in Dane, but you think if you can get me to get Dane to see you, then he'll choose you.
Right. Right.
What game are you playing?
Right.
But the good thing is it became very real to me that women wanted me for my money. Nothing else.
Yeah.
Wasn't my body. They didn't tell me how beautiful I looked or anything.
Isn't it funny that somebody would want you for your money rather than your consciousness?
Yeah, but the people don't value consciousness.
No.
They value looks, they value money, they value big penises, they value all kinds of things, but not consciousness.
Yeah. Yeah. And didn't you say too, like when your daughter didn't want you to date younger women, you actually chose not to, right? Or like what did you
Yeah,
choose
I
to?
looked at it and I went, she's right. They're not interested in me. And they weren't,
Cool.
because they went right on to a young guy who could provide nothing for them.
How did that show you that?
Because they took a younger guy who had nothing to offer. I had the house, the car, the other things.
Got it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So it's like the other thing with Trophy Wife too is like, you know, can you talk a little bit about the things that we are not willing to be? And because I know that I was like, no, I will not be that. But I was that. And we do that in 1,000 billion different
It's
areas.
because you don't want to see what you really are. See, it's like if you decide that being a trophy wife is a wrongness, then you have to prove you're not a trophy wife. How do you do that? You clean the house more? Yeah, what do you want?
I didn't take care of it. I was like, I'm not a trophy wife. I'm not taking care of this stuff. That's not totally true. I actually did take, but not to the point that would actually create it as something way greater. And I
Trust
was
me, a trophy wife does not have to clean the house. She has a maid at least once a week.
yeah. We used to have a maid every day, but then she quit and we never replaced her. But we have somebody come every 3 weeks, so I'm happy with that.
I wouldn't be. I can't believe you are.
Well, I do take care of it now.
Oh, okay.
And what else is possible? I'll start considering what you said.
What else is possible? And that's the thing you got to live by, is what else is possible. What else is possible here? What else can I be or do? What else is truly available that I haven't considered?
Yeah. 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 Because you can spend so much time, like, I mean, I woke up this morning and I was just like, whoa. And I was so aware of how I created so much of my life based on judgment, like against judgment, for judgment, having it in all these different areas of my world. And it was like, it was my whole world all outside of me. And I'm like, it just shocked me. It's like, how do you, it's like, and then somehow this morning it came and it was almost like this, and I could see all the judgment. And I'm like, do I really want this? Like, it's just,
Now we're talking.
it's like,
But
none
see, a good trophy wife will always look at the judgment she has and decide whether she wants to keep those.
yeah.
Because if you have judgments, judgments are going to kill your relationship, not create it.
Yeah. 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 And you wrote in the book Blessed Possibilities that you wrote, when I read it, I was like, ah! And this was like 5 years ago. Now it's starting to show up for me. Like, you realized that judgment didn't have any value. And you said, you looked at it and you went, oh, you could see fully and truly that judgment didn't have any value.
Yeah.
Which, when I first read that, I couldn't see what you saw. I was like, I get that judgment doesn't
And
have
now you just got it.
Yeah.
You
And I'm
gets
like,
it when you gets it, honey.
"Hmm."
And you got to recognize that. And there's nothing wrong with being a trophy wife, and there's nothing wrong with being a trophy husband. I have friends who, it's like they've got all kinds of money. And I said, why don't you just choose a trophy guy? Somebody who's good in bed and will deliver when you want it, and then sleep in their own room. But I want somebody to cuddle with. You'll kill him. He'll go away, which they always do.
Mm.
If you send them away every night after sex, then they'll know what their job is.
That's the way it used to be in the old days. Everybody had their
Yeah.
own rooms and they joined each other for sex.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a different world. It's just so much more practical. All these movies that I'm watching from 1930s, 1940s, 1950s, it's like they're just so lovely. Everybody has has a totally different sense about them. There's dignity.
Yeah, dignity. And that's what we've given up in order to have judgment. We give up dignity in order to have judgment. You don't look as what would make me more dignified than everybody else.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's, in this reality, that would look like richer or more powerful or more superior. And you turn it and you look at it beyond this reality, and it's dignity
Yes.
rather than
And if you
this.
go for dignity, and the thing is, most people think trophy wives are not dignified. A trophy wife that's dignified is never treated like a trophy wife. She's treated like a prize that somebody got for being good.
That made my world go weird. I wonder, that's interesting.
Well, are you trying to get your life to go beautiful and good? Or are you trying to get trophy wife? Or are you trying to get judged?
Judged.
Yeah, not your best choice.
Wow. It's amazing.
I mean, granted, your husband can do it well, but you don't really need it.
No, it's a lot. I've worn myself out.
Good.
Awesome. All right, Gary. Well, I'm going to finish it there, and I just really appreciate you. Just
Thank you.
so grateful for
Take care, dear
all of
lady,
your
and
wisdom.
be a trophy wife and become
Okay,
a
great.
valuable product.
Okay, thank you. And
Bye-bye.
thank you, everybody, for listening, and we'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.